for breakfast, or do you want to go downstairs?
No coffee shops. I don't like to hear all that clinking in the morning.
Okay.
Where are you going? No, hey, wait, no room service. Because to me, like, breakfast should be a private thing.
Right. Oh, right. I know what you mean. I often get the desire to just pad into the kitchen and squeeze a dozen oranges and scramble a dozen eggs and get all that.
Did you say scramble eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, last time you did that for me, eggs was men. Bacon.
Oh, excuse me. I was nervous. I had just moved into your place. I happened to make a mean breakfast, I'll have you know.
Huh?
You know, there was a whole summer when I was home from boarding school. And, of course, my sister was gone at graduate school, and my father was gone, as usual. And my friends and I used to come home in the middle of the night, and we used to make entire breakfast feasts.
If you say so.
I do say so. And, I could have proven that to you if you would have let me within 12 feet of your precious little...
What do you... All you gotta do is ask.
Oh, really? So it would have
Yeah.
been no big deal to you, right? If I would have drunk one of your beautiful copper cans, or if I would have gotten to oil one of your frying pans.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. Tonight after the nurse's ball, we will come back to my place, and you will have a run in the kitchen. And then you will make me one of those special breakfasts that you make. And I, according to new rules of communication, will tell you the truth about what I think of it. And if it works out, I will buy you your own new set of pots and pans.
Are you ready to do that?
Hey, I can choke down a lousy breakfast.
And then, are you sure you're ready to share that space with me? The space you said it was?
Bother you?
There's nothing that I want more than to stay the night with you in your home, whether or not you feel comfortable with me in the kitchen. I just don't want us to run into any ghosts.
I appreciate that. Also that you guys said I needed more time before I took you back there.
We have all the time we need. You want me to ask anything?
We had time. We did. Billy and I, we shared a life and a home. She did that for me. She decorated it to my taste. She did it the way I wanted it to be done, but she wouldn't have wanted me to make it into some kind of empty monument for her. She wanted me to have a life. We're together now. I waited a long time for this. It's finally here.
I'll go anywhere you want. Who is it now?
Company boss.
Morning, Corinthos. When I got forensics results this morning, I figured that Mr. Corinthos just has to be the first to know. Why don't we let Garcia here do the honors? I mean, I can't have all the fun.
Well, Sonny, that hair sample we took from you matches the hair found at the murder site.
The hell it did. I never stepped foot in that hospital morgue.
Not even to pick up those goods you so cleverly stored before you put that partner of yours away.
What the hell are you trying to pull?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what they're trying to pull, isn't it? You're trying to set him up. Again, the only difference is that this time I can prove it. So I really hope that you two are ready for some serious embarrassment to your department.
Ooh, she's a little fierce there, Corinto. Please, elaborate.
Brenda, what are you talking about?
Remember, I told you when they asked you for that hair sample that they were going to try and set you up. The only problem is that the evidence that you have doesn't mean anything, because the little bit of hair that you found in that little envelope wasn't Sonny's. It was mine.
Excuse me?
Brenda, what the heck did you do?
I took a piece of my hair down to the station, and I substituted it for yours. So I dare you to take him in on any charges.
Do you realize the penalty for tampering with evidence?
No, I don't. But I have a feeling it's probably not as bad as falsifying evidence by so-called law enforcement officials.
You know, I gotta admit, you are doing one fine job acting like you don't know about this, Corinto.
He doesn't know anything about it. I did it all on my own. I'm sure he's probably furious with me about it. But you know what? I finally saw an opportunity to prove what you've been trying to do to him for this whole time. So I took it.
Well, I must admit that this is a very touching act. But I wouldn't go open that bottle of champagne yet, because all you've managed to do is to make us do our work over and add a little to it. But you know, now I'm going to need another sample of hair from you, and now you two, little lady.
Whatever.
You know, if you're telling the truth, that is your hair in that envelope, you better have an alibi to where you were when Dorman died.
So why don't you go and get dressed? Garcia and I'll be glad to give you a lift down to the station.
They're calling the shots, but they're not.
Neither are you.
Sonny, what did you expect me to do? Just stand by and watch them set you up again?
Hurry up, get dressed. They're waiting for something.
See, I proved that Taggart
You know what?
hadn't...
We'll discuss it later. We'll talk to Liz and then.
Are you going to go all day long without saying one word to me?
What I have to say you don't want to hear.
Just yell at me. Go ahead. Do something. I mean, I don't even understand. Can you possibly ever forgive me for doing something to protect you?
Oh, I can forgive you eventually, although it was a stupid thing to do. What I can't figure out is why Jason went along.
No. Don't even try and bring Jason into this. It's not his fault. I asked him to make a diversion. I was upset. I asked him to trust me.
You are a suspect now, Brenda. What's it going to take to get through to you? This isn't cops and robbers. Are you going to have to hear that the cell door closing before
Sonny, stop being so ridiculous. I have never even been near Dorman. So see, if I've never been near Dorman, that means there's no way they could possibly find my hair on him. It's a setup, again. See, and I told him that.
Yes, and did you notice that they were very upset? Now they got something to prove. They're going to just say, hey, you know what? Let's get Corinto through his lady friend. You know, look, come here. I love you, right? I don't want them hounding you for an alibi and evidence. Speaking of which, do you have one for when Dorman was killed? Can somebody testify where you were?
Okay, well, there must have been doctors, nurses, a lot of people who saw me on the 8th floor that day in the hospital. I mean, come on, I'm not worried about this. Let the cops make threats and do whatever they want. They can't prove anything. Because there's nothing to prove. Come on. You never will be. Listen, if you need to stay mad at me for a while, I understand, because I know you need time to do that, but don't be mad at Jason.
You know, I don't want to be, I don't like to be mad at anybody. I just started out as a good day before Taggart and his cronies showed up.
Well, let's just let it continue to be a good day, okay? Let's have fun tonight. excited that we're going to go somewhere in public together. You know, like a big event like that. You remember? Oh, you remember the first time that you came to the nurse's ball? You bought that whole table just so you could be near me. Edward almost had a heart attack.
Yeah. But maybe I can't think of the nurse's